Once you see the sign, that means that your manifestation is about to happen. And it's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. It just becomes so obvious. So let's talk about it, because I want you to be able to identify this and know that something is right about to manifest for you. In this video, I'm going to show you a clear sign of exactly what happens every single time right before your manifestation shows up. And once you identify this, like I said, it's going to be so clear to you each and every time. You'll basically see this sign and say, yes, there it is. And truly, this is something that I have personally experienced each and every time I have ever manifested anything. And it's especially obvious when it comes to those bigger things. So let's get right into the exact sign that I'm talking about and the exact sign that you're going to see and know that it's about to happen. But really quickly before we do, if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting the law of attraction with meditations and more, where I share the tools you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button down below. It takes just a quick second, but it lets me know that you're watching and getting value from these videos. So once you do that, let's get right into it. Now, let's be real. There is so much confusion around manifestation. It can feel so complicated and so esoteric, and at times really frustrating. How do you know that it's working? How do you know that you've done enough or done your part? What are you supposed to do next? And most importantly, when will this actually show up? So let's really quickly simplify it so that you don't miss this sign when it shows up. Now, here is the thing. You are always manifesting at all times, but what you're manifesting comes from your thoughts, beliefs, actions, behaviors. So it's not that you can't manifest something or that manifesting just doesn't work for you. You just aren't combining these different variables in the right way to actually manifest what you want. You're always manifesting. You're just not focused on the right things. You are either focused on all of the things that you don't want or don't like, or the things in your life that aren't working, or the even more common thing I see is having scattered and conflicted thoughts, beliefs, actions, and behaviors, where you might be trying to manifest something, but then at the same time, you don't believe you can have it. And I mean a core belief. Or you're trying to manifest something, but then you fall into the pattern of thinking how hard or impossible it is, or you're getting too caught up in how it's going to show up, or you might even be taking actions from where you are now versus where you want to be. And I even see people tend to behave and be the version of themselves who don't have what they want. So really simplify it for yourself, because you truly can change any of these variables at any time to get a different outcome. That is how manifestation actually works. Just line up your thoughts, beliefs, actions, and behaviors. Think the thoughts that support you having what you want. Believe you can have it fully, so much so that you become certain of it. Take actions based on if you already had this thing or already had the right circumstances. And start to be and behave the version of you who has it. That is where it can manifest for you in such a more simple way. And then when it's about to manifest, this is the sign that you are going to see. And every time I have been right on the verge of manifesting anything, this is what I see time and time again without fail. It has truly become so predictable at this point. I see it and I'm like, okay, it's here. Here is the sign that always shows up. This sign that I'm talking about is a deep inner shift. This internal shift or feeling that precedes the actual thing manifesting and showing up. It's almost as if you feel it or feel some sort of change on the inside before you see it or receive it on the outside. There's this really tangible, noticeable shift that you really feel on a deep level, as if a sense of completeness or a sense of just feeling different comes over you. And it's really important to understand that this can happen either kind of gradually or it can happen really suddenly. I've had it happen both ways. There's no right or wrong, but it's a tangible feeling that you'll feel. You can sort of think of it like something within you just flips this switch, and then what you desire actually just shows up, as if your mind, body, and soul have finally been integrated with this new level of receiving. Something has just been rearranged and you just feel different. Like suddenly the path that you couldn't see before is right in front of you. And if you look back at the things that you've manifested, and if you really think about it, have you noticed this sort of shift or change on an internal level for yourself, where sometimes very suddenly it seems as if you just have a totally different feeling or perspective or emotion, and then what you desire shows up kind of simultaneously. I want you to be able to see it and notice it so that when it happens again, then you have that deep sense of knowing that your manifestation is ready for you. It's here. I truly invite you to look back on all of the things that you've manifested and journal on the feelings or emotions or perspectives that you held right before it showed up. It's almost this overwhelming sense of clarity. And I know that some people might be sitting there saying, well, I haven't manifested anything. And like I said, that isn't true because you're always manifesting. So if you want to look at the things that you've manifested, look at the things that you like and appreciate and are grateful for in your life because those have been manifested. And notice how they've been manifested, noticing what thoughts, beliefs, behaviors that you had in order to have that thing in your life. And notice those emotions or perspectives you held right before those things showed up for you. Because I highly doubt that you were feeling frustrated or helpless or desperate when these amazing things showed up for you in your life. Instead, it was more of a sense of clarity or certainty or confidence, kind of a deep sense of just knowing, feeling it even before you see it. And when you notice that shift, you'll be able to sort of fondly and excitedly view it as it's go time, and be in the energy of purely receiving at that point. I actually had something pretty major manifest this past month, and this is exactly what happened right before it showed up, and I just had to make this video for you because it became so clear to me. This sudden switch flipped within me, almost like a light switch. And I might actually film a video on what I manifested, how it all happened. It was something pretty big. So if you want me to go ahead and make that video, leave me a comment below and let me know so that I can think about making that. But if you're inside the Rewire, you know exactly what I'm referring to and the whole story of what I manifested, how it manifested. And also on that note, if you aren't a member of the Rewire, I am going to link it up here and down below. This is something I can't stop talking about because this is an entire 31-day acceleration process for manifestation, and it is truly magic. This Rewire program should honestly be required for life because it shifts everything on a deep subconscious level. Inside this program, all you do is listen to a quick 5 to 15 minute audio, and then you follow one affirmation and one journal prompt, and it all strategically builds and creates some major momentum. And that big thing that I manifested actually happened on day 27 of that program. So if you are going through that program, get excited for what's to come because miracles will show up for you. Something has pretty much shifted for every single person in that program. I hear daily all of the transformations, all of the results. So do yourself a favor and check it out. It's going to be linked in the description box below. So I want to hear from you. Let me know if you've noticed this specific sign for yourself before something manifested for you. And I want you to keep examining some of your favorite manifestations and notice what feelings preceded them, if you just felt different before it showed up. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and also hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at MK Magic Mindset, and if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.